Good morning, my class 5th students. We have already finished our first chapter. Now we are going into the second chapter. In fact, the second chapter also we did it something, but I want to go with a video as a part of a record, so I am taking it again. So please follow it. And what all the homeworks have been given to you, please do it. Third thing, I would like to inform you that none of you students are giving me back your homework through WhatsApp. It's a very bad thing. I'm totally disappointed on this. Second thing is, because we are doing so hard, we are doing a lot of hard work behind you people, you should understand that. Please spend half an hour to 1 hour daily and submit your homework through WhatsApp. That gives us an inspiration to do more work for you people. So please take care of this. I'm talking about 3rd class, 4th class, 5th class, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, all the classes. And after this, there is one more chapter, you call it as fractions, which is very important. For that, I'll prepare one video, the concepts of fractions. That video is very important for 3rd class, 4th class, 5th class, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. First you listen that video, understand the concept of fractions, then we'll start 3rd chapter called fractions. It is there in 3rd class, it is there in 4th class, it is there in 5th class, and so on. So fundamentally you have to understand the concepts of fraction, what actually the fraction is all about. That is what I am going to teach you, that I am going to explain in the next video. The title is Concept of Fractions. That you should follow it. In fact, I did it, but I don't want to upload it right now. Let us first finish this. Okay? Shall we start now? Good. Multiplication and division of whole numbers. We know what is multiplication, what is division. Whole numbers also we know it. But as a part of an explanation, I'll just repeat it again. Whole numbers. Whole numbers are nothing but when you include 0 to the natural numbers, then the set of numbers you call it as whole numbers. So what are natural numbers? Natural numbers are the countable numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. You call it as natural number. When you include 0 along with natural numbers, then the set of numbers you call it as whole numbers. Hope you people clear with this. Let us come. It is very easy. First we will go. Here there are two mathematical operations. One is multiplication and another one is division. Earlier we did it as addition and subtraction, where you did addition and also subtraction. This is multiplication and division. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, these are all you call it as mathematical operations. Let us come. Multiplying by tens, hundreds or thousands. It is very simple. I'll just explain here a few key concepts so that you can do by your own. Suppose if you take any number, say I'll start with 27. Why? Because that is my date of birth. 27, if you multiply it by 10, so no need to go with because you have here round values 10, 100, 1000. For that, a key concept is, suppose if you multiply 27 into 10, first you have to go with zeros, then you have to go with this like this, and then it becomes 270. Instead of doing that, for the round values, what you people are going to do, you just, here is 1. So 27 into 1 is 27. You keep this 0. There is 1 0, so keep it 1 0. Suppose if you have 2 zeros, then you keep it 2 zeros. If you have 3 zeros, then keep it 3 zeros. In that way you have to understand. Here, instead of 1, if it is 2, suppose 27 into 20, right? So 27 into 2, you have to first do it, that is 54. Then you keep it 0 here. 27 2s are 54. If you have another 0, keep it here, the same thing. If you have another 0, keep it here, so it becomes this much. So this is actually the funda when you multiply with zeros, 10, 100 or thousands. This is the fundamental concept you have to understand. Let's see further. Here he has given the same thing. What he has given there? 43 into 10. Let us check. 43 into 10 given. Simple. I'll write down here. 43 into 10. So you have to do like this. Okay. It is lengthy procedure. Instead of that, what you people are going to do is 43 into 10. So 43 one time is 43, and you keep it 0. It becomes 430. In that way, if here you have 2 zeros, keep the 2 zeros beside to the number. If you have 3 zeros, keep 3 zeros beside to the number. In that way, you people are going to do it. So here, given as multiply 328 into 10. It is very simple. 328 into 10. So write down the same number here, 328, and this 0 you bring it here. This is your answer. Here 536 into 100. So 536. These 2 zeros you keep it here, simple. Then it becomes 53,600. Here 1000 into 630. Same this 630 you write down first here, and here you have 3 zeros. Just keep 3 zeros. This is a part of your answer, that is 6,30,000. Now coming to the next one, that is what given. But here one thing I would like to mention in this is, suppose as I told you earlier, we did it one problem, that is 27 into 20 we did it. Okay. This 20 can be split further, that is 27 into 2 into 10. 2 10 times how much? 20. So value doesn't changes, but you can do these two first. 27 into 2. How much? 54 into this 10 you copy here. It becomes how much? This 54. This 0 you bring it here. It becomes 540. In the same way, here he has explained you. What is that? 16 into 70. 16 into 70. 70 can be split as 7 10 times. 7 10 times 70. So 16 into 7 into 10. Now what is this 16 into 7? Do it in a, right? The way I have told you. Don't start repeating the table. 16 1s are 16, 16 2s are 32, 16 3s are, no, that is wrong practice. 16 into 7, keep it in your mind. This is in tens place. 1 7s are 7, but in tens place it becomes 70. 70, 7 6 are 42. 70 plus 42. What? 1112. So 1112 is your answer. So instead of by hearting or repeating or just collecting right from 16 1 times to 16 6 and 16 7s are, it is wrong practice. You straight away comes to 7 10s are, because it is in tens place, so consider this one as 10. So 7 10s are 70 plus 7 6 are 42. 70 plus 42 is 112. In that way you have to practice, then only you can do the best in your competitive level of exams. Otherwise I'll try to shift this studio to the other side because we are exactly towards the roadside. So this kind of disturbance probably you might have observed even in our previous classes, previous videos, when madam, even in madam's class video, even in Dharmika's class video. So I'm desperately waiting a person to come and this company person to come and shift this board to the other room. Then we have a very absolute class without any disturbance. Sorry for that, sorry for inconvenient, I'm telling you. Please, I regret for that. 16 sevens are how much? 1, 2, and here you have 1, 0. So keep it as 1, 0. So it becomes 11, 20. Similarly, you have this one, 16 into 7, we already did it. 16, 7, how much? 112. Here, 700 split as 7 into 100. So 7 into 100 7 into 100 is 700. So now you club these two. 16 sevens are 112, this 100. So 112, here you have 2 zeros. You keep 2 zeros there, then it's going to rock. Similarly, 1000 also. There are 3 zeros, you just place the 3 zeros beside that number 112. Okay, then come to the next one. This is also very simple. Hope you people do this. So I'll just write it down, multiply this. Okay, I'll give this as a part of homework, please do it, and believe me, I'm not going to send you the fractions explanation video unless I get your homework through WhatsApp. Send homework to madam's phone number, WhatsApp number, so that I can see, I'll check it. And those who are submitting homeworks, for them only I'll just forward my next video called fractions. Probably if you don't submit your notes, you're going to miss a very important topic called fraction. I'm talking about all the students from class 3rd onwards. Be careful, because since last 1 week I have not received any kind of homework. Okay, very few, it was a negligible. Students, they have actually forwarded me, but I want all of you to do that and submit your notes. So today is 3rd, I believe, right? So 3rd of 6, 2020. This is the homework. This is the homework 1, 2, 3. Do it. I have already mentioned you. Again, I am telling you, listen very carefully. You have to do in homework, separate these things, take a snapshot and send to me. Second thing, in classwork, start doing all the problems, including even these problems also. So it's a kind of practice. And second thing is, all the problems which are present in the textbook should be in the classwork book. So please copy even this also in classwork, order wise, page number wise, then only we can consider it as perfect classwork book. So homework books separate, those homework problems are missing in the classwork is wrong. So copy this again in your classwork book. I think you can do the best, okay, in future. Sorry. Now coming to estimation product. See, estimation, this is a kind of important concept in mathematics. Estimation, you are estimating it. That is, approximately you'll estimate something. Suppose your mom said to go and get 1 kg of sugar from a grocery, and she gave you 50 rupees. Just by estimating it, that sugar might be 40 rupees kg, 45 or 47, whatever it is. So she'll give you, right, approximately 50 rupees. That is called estimation. So she always, we always estimate to the nearest round value. Maybe it is plus or minus 1 or 2 rupees or 5 rupees say. So we should estimate any figure to its nearest round value. That is called estimation. Okay, so here we'll see. Estimate the value 702 into 19. Why we estimate is we'll get, right, the approximate value in our mind. We don't know the accurate value, right? So we'll just estimate it to its nearest round value so that we can get the approximate value. So 702 into 19. Suppose if we make it to the round value, if we estimate it to the round value, first you have to think. Suppose this is your 700 on a number line, this is your 800, and then this is your 750. 702 is nearer to which round of value? Say this is on a 100 scale, right? 702 is here. 702 is nearer to 700. It is far to 800. So we take round of value as 700. So estimation will take it as 700. And here he has given 19. Suppose this is your number line on right of tens. This is your 10 and this is your 20. This is your 15. So 19 comes closer to 20. So we'll take the nearest round of value of tens is 20 here. So 700 into 20. This is called your approximate value. The symbol of approximation is this. The symbol of equal to is this. Equal to means absolute. Approximation, that is estimation. That is what given in your textbook. So simple, we can easily do it. That is 700 into 20. You just 7 2s are 14 and you have 2 zeros and 1 zeros, total 3 zeros. This is your estimation value. Approximately you get it 14,000. If we do 702 into 19, what happens? 702 into 19. 9 2s are 18, 9 0 0. Okay, 1, 7 9s are 60, 3, then 2 0 7 8 3 3. They write something. So 15,000 plus, that is approximately getting as 14,000. So in that way you have to consider it, but don't forget to keep this approximation value, this symbol approximation. Example here, 702 into 19, approximately 700, that is nearest to its hundreds value, and 19 nearest to its tens value, that is 20. It becomes, so this symbol is very important. I'll just show this. This symbol is, sorry, this symbol is very important. Approximation. Remember this. And in that way he has explained, okay, all these things. This one, I'll just do one problem here, remaining you do as a part of homework. So this problem I'm doing it 529. 529, whenever hundreds are there, then you consider to its nearest hundreds value. When it is in tens value, then you consider it as nearest tens value. Okay, until unless it is asked in the textbook to consider nearest to the tens value. Suppose I'll just explain a little bit here so that you can understand much better, because I remember once Charit mother was asking regarding this kind of things as a part of doubt. So I'll just explain it again. Suppose in your question he has asked you to 527 take it to its nearest 100 value, means you have to consider a line of 500 and 600, and then this 527 comes here, this is 550. Okay, this is the middle value 550, so 527 comes here. Then you have to consider the nearest 100 value is 500 for 527. Suppose he is asking you to consider the same number 527 to its tens value. Then you have to consider only this tens value, that is the number 20 to 30. This is your 25. This 27 comes here. Okay, 27 after 25. So what is the nearest value? 30. Then you should consider 527 to its nearest tens value is 530. So that is the difference between considering to its nearest 100 value, considering to its nearest tens value, even considering to its nearest ones value. Suppose the same question if is asking you to consider to its nearest ones value, what you are going to do? I'll just do it here. 527 ones value, this ones value, this 7. So you take it scale from 7. Okay, that is 1. This is 0. This is your 1. This is your say 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 10, right? So 6 comes here, 7 comes here, so on. So 7 is nearer to its tens value. So instead of 27, you take it as 530. This becomes, this is nearer to the tens value. So automatically the tens value changes. So ones value changes into tens value because ones value is nearer to the tens value. So in that way, so approximately this is this you are getting almost same. Okay, in certain numbers, suppose if it is less than 5, say if it is less than 5, if it is 3, then what happens? It is nearer to 0. So that's why you should take it as 520. If here the number is 3, which is closer to 0, so you should take ones value as 0. So that is the difference between ones scale, tens scale and hundreds scale. So you have to understand that. Of course it is very easy. I'll just do it. Of course he has given here 529 is nearer to 500. So which scale it is? It is 100th scale, right? So 500, this is your 600. 520, this is your 550. Nearest value, 100 value is this 500 because 529 is in right before 550. So 600 is very far to 529. 529 is nearer to 500. So that's why you are going to consider the round value to its nearest 100 is 500. So write down here as 500. Don't forget to keep approximation symbol into 34. 34, he has given 34, it's nearest to its tens value. So that's why 34 nearest tens value is 30. 40 is bit far compared to 30, so that's why you take it as 30. Now you have this much. If you want to split it, you can split it, or else you just multiply number to number. 5 3 times 15, and you have 2 zeros here and 1 zero here, total 3 zeros. So this is your approximation value of 500 into 30. In that way you have to do it. So take BC as homework of 3rd, 6th, 20, 20. Hope you people have understood how you are going to estimate to its nearest 100 value, nearest tens value, nearest ones value, even you can go with the nearest thousands value. Specifically when he asks you, it is asked, no need to go deeper, you just round off whatever the value 200. So take this, in this question he has not asked you which how to round off the value. Either you have to round to the ones value, tens value or 100 value. He has not given here. In that case, what you are going to do is, this number 238. So that is, this number 238 is your hundreds value. So take this nearest to its 100 value to approximate it. Okay, you understood? Of course, here it is not asking you to take estimation. He is asking you to do only multiplication. Do directly multiplication. Don't go to your round of value. Round of values are here. See here. Estimation given. Estimation is given. For this you have to round off. See, 689. Nearest, estimate the value of each of the following given. That's all. He has not asked you to estimate the value to its nearest tens value or say ones value. He is asking direct estimation. So estimate it. 689. 689 is your hundreds value. So take estimation on 100 scale, not on 10 scale, not on 1 scale, not on 1000 scale. In that way you consider it. This is 54. This is in tens. The 54 is on tens scale. So its nearest value is 50, not 60. 60 is very far. Okay, in that way you please do this. Already you people have done earlier. So take this part is also part of homework for the date 3/6/2020. Now this complete you have to do as a part of homework, right? Because why I am giving you these textbook problems are, you are going to do it, we'll complete it very fast, and then I'll give you more problems in a like for practice, part of PDF file. I'll give you that PDF file, a list of problems which are very important even for your competitive level of exams based on your 5th standard. Okay, so please do this problem, finish it off, lot more to come. Then we'll go to the next chapter also. Remember, I want your homeworks. So this you finish it off as a part of homework, and then we'll go to this one, dividing by tens, hundreds or thousands. This is also very simple. Same thing, there you have multiplied and here you are going to divide it. So how you are going to divide? It's very simple. Say here, through example itself I'll explain. Here given as 230 into 10. Very simple. 230 into 10 means 230 divided by 10. So divided by 10. So instead of divided by 10, then in this thing you can write it as 230 divided by. Always it comes to denominator 10. I was actually looking yesterday, Pebbles, some 3rd class fraction or something. There a teacher was actually telling, okay, denominator she told correct pronunciation. She told numerator as numerator. It is very wrong. So don't watch that kind of videos where they miss even the pronunciation and you are going to lose it. I am telling you. So a Pebble company, a teacher is explaining or pronouncing a wrong pronunciation. Example, I told you, she should supposed to pronounce as numerator. R is there in spelling. But what she was pronouncing? Numerator. So it's wrong. So don't follow that kind of videos. It will spoil your vocabulary. Okay, come back. 230 divided by 10. So here in this 2300 divided by 100, Simple, 2300 divided by 100. In numerator you have 2 zeros, even in the denominator you have 2 zeros. So you just cancel this and it becomes 23. Okay, in that way you can do it. Even in the 1000 also, simple, when you keep it, when you bring this towards down, in the part of, in the place of denominator, these 3 zeros and that 3 zeros of numerator cancels and remains only 223. This you can do it. Okay, so take this as even part of homework. This is also homework for 3, 6, 20, 20. Remember, until unless I get back your homework, I am not going to move forward to any subject. I am telling you this. Take it very serious. Then come to the next one. It is, now you see, this is something very important. You have to understand it. Dividing, see here, divide 15,000 by 30. Divide 15,000 by 30. So it is nothing but the same thing. Divide 15,000 by 30. 30 can be written as 3 into 10, yes or no, or 10 into 3. So the same thing, that is divide 10, divide 3. So this becomes 30, this becomes this. Why you write like this? That I'll explain. Maybe it is useful for your, when you go to the higher class, because these things are very important. That is 1500, or else I'll explain here itself. I'll just explain here itself. 1500 divided by 10. So first you do that. Okay, 1500 divided by 10. Right? So this 0 gets cancelled. It becomes how much? 150. Okay. So 150 divided by 3. So 150 divided by 3. 3 ones are, 3 fives are 15. The same 0 copy here. It becomes 50. So in that way we can do it. This is 1500, I took it. But here he has given 15,000. So you just repeat this again, because otherwise you will get confused. As small value I have taken it, the same thing now we will go to this one. It is very simple. See here, 15,000 divided by 30. So this same thing, we are splitting this division of 30 by tens. Let's see. So 15,000 divided by, this 30 becomes what? 10 divided by 3. Okay. First you do this. That is 15,000 divided by 10. This becomes how much? 1500. This 1500 divided by again 3. So 1500 divided by 3. 3 ones are, 3 fives are 15. Then remains 2 zeros. Keep it 2 zeros here. It becomes 500. In that way you are going to do it. You can do even this also. Just see, because it is example given, he has already done it, so there is no point myself to explain all these things. Let's go to this one. Let's go to this one. I'll do it so that you can have, you can understand it. 280 divided by 40. 40 can be written as like this. Fine. Now you are going to do only these two first. That is 280 divided by 10. So it becomes how much? 28. That is 28. Now 28 4 times. 28 4 times. See, 28 divided by 4. So 4 ones are, 4 sevens are 28. So you can write it down only as 7 is your answer. Similarly here, 64,000 divided by 800. 800 can be written as 100. This is 8. Now directly you can do, because you have a division symbol here. Cancel this 0, this 0, this 0, this 0. So what remains here? 640, and this is 8. So 640 by 8. 8 ones are 8 eights are 64. This 0, keep it 0 here, it becomes 80. Now come back to this one. This 20, right here 2 lakhs given, 2 lakhs divided by 5,000, no problem. So 2 lakhs divided by 1,000, here you have to write down 5. Okay, 5 times, no? Yes. Now this 0, this 3 zeros, here 3 zeros. So what remains? 200 divided by 5. Okay, so 200 divided by 5. 5 ones are 5 fours times 20. This 20 gone. Remains only 1 0. That is your 40. This is your answer for this. Hope you people are getting it. Little practice is required. That's why I'm giving you more values for that. Now estimation quotient. There we have estimated multiplications. Now the same thing we are coming into this one. Let's see. Estimate the value, the same thing. Estimation, rounding of values, everything. There we did it as part of multiplication topic. The same thing now we are doing in a part of division operation. Let's see. Estimate the value of 2992. That is ones, tens, 100,000. So what? 2,992. This is thousands. This is thousands value. So he has given to the, in division what happens, one easy trick I'll tell you. You just make it to the nearest round value which should be divisible to the nearest value of this, what you are going to make. Suppose if I make this 38, this is nearest value is how much? 40. So then how you should make 2,992 to its nearest value, so that that should be divisible by 40. Okay, that is what given here. Round off 30. So for that, first you have to round off to the divisor. Don't think about dividend. Okay, what is divisor? What is dividend? I have told you. Suppose if you have 64 divided by 8. So this is 8, this is 64. This is called dividend and this is called divisor. So divisor is here and the dividend is here. So in this you have to first take the round off value to the divisor. Then only you can get an idea. So what is divisor here? 38 is divisor. So take nearest value of it. The nearest value is 40. Nearest value approximation, estimation, symbol is given here. So nearest value is how much? 40. Now by what, right? Multiples of 40 you consider it. Okay, or you just consider the 4 value and just check this value. When you make these two zeros, then 29, you see 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 4 threes are 12, 4 fours are 16, 4 fives are 20, 4 sixes are 24, 4 sevens are 28, 4 eights are 32, 4 nines are 36. It becomes more. Okay, we cannot take nearest value. Suppose 2,900. Suppose if you have this is your 2,000 and this is your 3,000. This is your 2,500. Now you consider here as this is 20, this is 25 and here 30. Now you see only these two values, 20, 25 and 30. These two digits value. Anyhow, you are going to make the last two digits as 0, two digits as 0. So you consider, you just take down the multiples of 4. So 4 5s are 20, but 4 6 are, let's see, 4 6s are 24, 4 7s are 28, 4 8s are 32. It goes beyond. So 4 7s are 28. So you take it here as 2800. If you make this 2992 to its nearest value as 2800, then it is going to divide by 40. That is what given here. So he has taken nearest value as 2800 and 40. So easily we can divide 2800 divided by 40. This 0 cancels first, and then 4 1s are 4 7s are 28. Remains what? 0. 0 you keep it here. It becomes 70. So this is the value you are going to get. So in that way you are going to do these problems. Hope you are getting it, but keep on practicing it. Then only you can. I'll give lot of practice problems for you. Only one request, conditional, is provide me the homework first. So let us come to this one. Next one is this. Mr. Lal paid 959 for 33 copies. Here given, simple given here, that is copies of brochure. Estimate the cost per copy. You can do it in both ways. Of course, 33 nearest value is, first you should make round of value to the divisor I told you. So the divisor is 30 here. So that's why you consider first to 33 you take approximation as 30. First you did it 30. Now this 959. 959 you consider this first, this 3 you consider, and here you consider this 9. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. Okay. Now 1200 is also, compare, you can easily round off, or you can easily round off to 9 also. That is 959 is very nearer to 900, not to 1200. 1200 is very far. So 959 you consider the nearest round of value, which is a multiple of 3. That's why you take it as 900. So if you consider 900, then this 900 when divided by 30, this 0 gets cancelled. 3 1s are 3 3s are 9, same 0. So you can write down here as 30. So estimation, the cost per copy was about, not exactly, equal to. So that is approximately rupees 30. In that way you are going to do it. So estimate this. Again I'll give this problem as a part of homework. Homework for 3, 6, 20, 20. Do it. Now this I'll just practice 2. Are you going to do this? I'll give you 2 to 3 days time. Okay, because you can have a practice, and if you have any problem, first of all you ask madam to give the PDF copy of this. I think I have already forwarded you the last fortnight period, I mean before 15 days or something. Just check it once, otherwise you ask madam to forward PDF and start doing these problems. If you have any doubt, you please ask through WhatsApp. I'll clear it off. Okay? And you even consider this as tomorrow's homework, you can say. That is your say 4, 6, 20, 20. This thing. Okay? Let's see. Now this is very important topic. order of operations, that will see. What do you mean by the word operations? Operations here are, we call operations to addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. These are all, you call it as operations, mathematical operations. Let's see. First we'll do how we are going to use operations, that is addition and subtraction. Then we'll do, earlier we did it separate, first additions, then we did it separate subtractions, third we did it multiplication, fourth we did it division. Suppose if addition, subtraction, multiplication, division all comes in one problem, how you are going to do? For that he has split again into two. First he is actually combining addition and subtraction in one topic and he is explaining how you are going to do it. So this is very important, listen, because these are the things which are very fundamental when you go to your higher classes, I am telling you. Because many students, they do mistakes in fundamental operations. For that, after completing this chapter, I'll tell you BODMAS system, that is BODMAS. BODMAS system. This is very, very important. Many children, they don't know the concept of BODMAS. I'll just give a little bit awareness of this and then we'll go back to our topic. BODMAS, bracket of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. That is the full form of BODMAS. So you have, when all operations comes, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division in single problem, then you have to follow this system called BODMAS. Thank God for your class 5 standard, you are not going to have this BODMAS. Let's see. So find the value of 12 plus 8 minus 10. So he has given only two operations. One is plus, another one is minus. He has given only two operations. Let's see. So work from left to right when there is only addition and subtraction. This is your condition given, rule, not condition, it's a rule rather. So whenever you have addition and subtraction, you have to do from left to right, from left to right. This is your left, this is your right. So how you are going to do? Let's see here. That is, I'll just keep it like this and we'll do it. We'll do it with another color. 12 plus 8, this is your left side, this is your right side of your problem. So you start from left to right. So first you take only one operation, that is plus. So first you do this, whatever answer you get it, then you take the other one. It means you are moving from left to right. That is your rule number 1. So the same question has copied here. 12 plus 8 minus 10. So 12 plus 8, how much? 20. We have moved from left. We are going towards right. Minus 10 you copy here. Now it becomes only 2. So 20 minus 10 is 10. So this is the way you have to do it when you have operations, addition and subtraction, number 1. And second thing is you have to move from left to right only. And see here. Here in this example he has given addition first, and in this example he has given subtraction first. No problem. Whatever operation given, you have to move only from left to right. That is, first you do this. That is 31 minus 19 is nothing but 12. Then plus 11. You copy here. So 12 plus 11. How much? 23. So this is your answer. So remember this. So how you are going to do it. Hope you people are understanding and you do the best in your homeworks and in further classes. Find the value of each of the following. So how you are going to do? First, from left to right side. So left. So first you add these two. Okay, 43 plus 16. How much? 59. This is 59 minus 27. So 59 minus 27, that is 32 is your answer. Similarly, this is also as simple as the earlier one. Start always from left to right. So this is 38 minus 23. 38 minus 23, how much? 15 plus 29. How much? 9 plus 5, 14. Then this is 4. Answer is 44. In that way you have to do it. I'll take one more class, Vedic maths, and then I'll explain how you people are going to find out these values. Okay, directly from left to right only. We do right in our mathematics, what you call traditional mathematics, we do from right side, and then we'll carry over the number to the left side. Instead of that, I'll take Vedic concept, Nikhilam and other stuff. Nikhilam Sutra I have not told you. Add all 9s first, then take 10 to the last value. That is the concept of Nikhilam. I'll take that class sometime later. That makes you much easier to add and subtract. Then the same thing. Now you see here we did it addition and subtraction when the both operation comes together. Now we are taking division and multiplication. Even for division and multiplication, you have to move only from left to right only. From left to right only. Remember this. So first you take two numbers from left towards right. Do the things. Then whatever answer comes, then you copy the next form by the given operation. It is simple as that. So first 56 divided by 6. 56, sorry, it is 54. Okay, 54 divided by 6. 6 ones are 6, 6, 9 times 54. So you got it as 9. See here, 9. Now you have finished this. Now you copy into 3. So 9 3 times how much? 27. In that way you are going to do. So what you have understood? You have understood here, whenever mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, whatever comes in between, you have to start from left to right only. Don't do 6 3s are 18. These two you do it. Okay. Don't do in that way. First you do this 6 3s are 18, divide, then you keep it this as 54 here. This is something nonsense. So don't do in that way. Follow the system. Okay. Mathematics, you have to know the minimum rules of mathematics. Then only you can perform very good in your higher classes. Similarly, go to this one. I'll just increase a little bit here. Or else it is already given. I'll just do this problem. Okay, let's see. $60 divided by 4 into 3. Start, what is the condition? Start from left to right. So take this from left to right. You take these two first. When 60 divided by 4. 60 divided by 4. Okay. 4 ones are 4 15 times. If you are getting difficulty to divide in this way, then you divide in this way also. 4 ones are 4, right? How much? 2. This is 0. 4 5s are 20. Therefore, what is the quotient? 15. The quotient you write down here 15. Then take this another into 3. 15 3 times how much? 45. This is your answer. In this way you are going to do. Now in the next question he has given you, first see here, he has given you into. What he has given you? Into. So first you do this value, 9 into 81. So 9 ones are 9, 9 eights are 72. What you, 729. 9 into 81, you get it as 729. You divide again with 9. Okay, 9 eights are 72. Then you copy this 9 ones are 9. So what is the quotient? 81. So 81 is your answer. In that way you have to do. Proceed from left to right, and whatever first mathematical operation comes, you do that, and then you copy the next mathematical operation in the next step. Then only you can understand. Otherwise it is not possible. These are all the same thing, right? You can do this, but don't do in your PDF printouts. I don't want. And this year onwards, don't do anything in your textbook also. Tomorrow when you come to school in this academic year, nothing. You are not going to do anything in textbook. Everything you have to do it, write down in your fair notes itself. Now come back. You can do this. Here, earlier what he did, he has done. Let's see here, because this is something you need to understand. I'll just explain. I think we did it this. I'll just explain. This is something important to notice. In earlier problem, he has joined two mathematical operations. First one he has joined plus and minus. In second order he has joined multiplication and division. Okay, now from here what he has done, he has joined like this: multiplication, division, or addition into multiplication, or multiplication into subtraction, or division by subtraction. Now he has clubbed any mathematical operation, he has clubbed to any one out of three, these three. So we'll see. Whatever you have to, until unless you get the parenthesis. Parenthesis means brackets. You call it as parenthesis. Parenthesis means brackets. Whatever. Until unless you get the brackets in the problem, you follow the same system from left to right. Even though you get the bracket, I'll tell you when it comes, I'll tell you. So brackets, you call it in mathematical term as, it is English term, not even mathematics, it is universal term, parenthesis. Parenthesis means brackets. When it comes, I'll explain. But meanwhile, you take it as only 4 into 3. Now, this is something carrying out mixed operations. So here, he has given mixed operation as I told you. I'm repeating it again so that you can understand it. He has given addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. I'm repeating again. 4 mathematical operations are given. Out of that he has mixed first in this example addition and multiplication. In such case, what you people are going to do? In first case, either in addition, subtraction, both when you combine, or multiplication and division, when you both combine in one problem, you are going to start from left side. If, I'll just explain here, there is a simple, little bit different. When you have addition and subtraction, when you have multiplication and division, both you are going to do from left to right. In both cases, from left to right, you are going to do it. Suppose if he mixed like in this way, either he mix in this way, or if he mix in this way, or he mix in this way or in this way, what you people are going to do? That is the thing in this exercise, in this topic. Listen very carefully. A little difference is required. That difference is, whenever you have, I'll repeat again, whenever plus minus given, whenever division and multiplication given, you go from left to right. Whatever comes first, you do it, and then take the next one and do it. That is a previous one. Now in this, he has given like this. I'll just write down here plus minus into division. In this, he has given addition and multiplication. He has given these two. He has given these two. In that case, the same thing from left to right only you have to go, but a little different thing you have to do it. That different thing is, see here, working from left to right, that you do it. We are not denying it, neither textbook nor me. Carry out multiplication and division before. So whenever you get multiplication or division, first you do that. Then before addition and subtraction. Now you see, this is the question. 10 plus 4 into 3. What he is asking you, first you carry out multiplication. If you have multiplication, if you have division, first you do that. Okay, so here multiplication is here in this 2. 4 into 3. First you do that. So it becomes how much? 4 3 times 12. Right. Now you copy the same thing. 10 plus 12. Then it becomes 22. We'll do the next problem so that you can understand with much more clarity. We'll do this both. 27 minus 12 divided by 3. What the condition is? The condition first one is same. You proceed from left to right. Yes. Before that, you have to multiply or division. Whenever you find multiplication and division, first you do that, and then you proceed from left to right. So here division is here. So first you do this. 12 divided by 3. So 12 divided by 3. 3 4 times is 12. The quotient is 4. So here out of this 12 divided by 3, you write down 4. Now you do this. 27 minus 4. 27 minus 4 is how much? 23. So that is 23. In that way you have to do it. So remember, whenever you have multiplication or division along with plus and minus, first you do multiplication and division, whatever there, and then you go from left to right. That is the condition. I think you have understood. Anyhow, we are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 more problems on this. This is the question. 56 minus 8 into 5 plus 4. Here he has given, see, 1, 2, 3 mathematical operations. He has given plus, also he has given minus, and also he has given multiplication. In such case, first you do multiplication. Okay, so multiplication is here in this. 8 5 times 40. So it should be minus 40. Okay, so 50 minus 40, and a copy is as it as 4. Now you have only plus and minus. You go from left to right, very straight. 56 minus 40. How much? 56 minus 40? 16. Now 16. This plus 4 copy. 16 plus 4 is how much? 20. In that way you have to do it. Let us do the next one, and we'll see what best we can do further to understand with much more clarity. Sorry. Here in this question, he has given addition, division and multiplication. Okay. First, we'll see. Here, he has given multiplication and division. You have to do first that only. So, I'll write down this clip separate. That is 80 divided by 5 into 4. First, we have to do this. Okay, for this also you have to follow the left to right rule. First you do this, that is 80 divided by 5. So 80 divided by 5. Okay, so how much it comes? It comes 5 ones are 5, 3, 0, 5 6 are 30. So it becomes 16. So this is your 16 into 4. 16 4s are 64. See here, first he has done these two from left to right only, but don't start from here because it is related with mathematical operation called addition. So that's why first you have to do it, multiplication or division, whatever comes first, from left to right. So from left to right, first division has come, second multiplication. First you do this, and then see here, 80 divided by 5 becomes 16, what we got it here, into 4 you have to do it. It becomes how much? 64. It becomes how much? 64. Now you add these two, 70 plus 64, that is 134. So it becomes 134. Hope you people are understanding it. This is very, very important. We'll see this. This is, we'll do it. 9 plus 3 into 6. You go, but first, before going left to right, you check it first what addition, except addition and subtraction. If it is multiplication or division there, first you do that. So first you do this, 3 6 times 18. Now you add 27. In that way you have to do it. Here he has given like this. Okay, so here you have multiplication, division, and also you have minus. So how you are going to do? You are going to take it first. This one, division only you take it. Okay, 96 divided by 8. So 96 divided by 8. 8 ones are 8. 1. Take this 6. 8 2s times 16. So 12 is your quotient. Write down 12 minus 6 into 2. Now here multiplication there. So first you do that. So 12 as it is minus 6 2s are 12. So 12 minus 12 is how much? 0. So that is your answer. It's very interesting, I believe. But you people should understand. Now the time has come to tell you about parenthesis. As I told you, parenthesis. Parenthesis means brackets. So how you are going to do when the bracket comes first? Let's see. I'll just read it so that you can understand and you can proceed further. When there are parentheses, that is brackets, first carry out the operations in the parenthesis, preposition in. So whenever bracket comes, first you have to do that. Forget about addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, whatever it is. Whenever the bracket comes, we are entering slowly into BODMAS principle. BODMAS, as I'll repeat it again, BODMAS, BODMAS. So first what you have to do, I have already told you, bracket of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So here see, we have already done whatever the division, multiplication comes, first you have to do it, then addition and subtraction, what we did it already. But when bracket comes, you have to do first that. That is the meaning of this BODMAS. Okay, let's see. I'll repeat again. When there are parentheses, that is brackets, first carry, bracket means there are many kinds of brackets. This is one bracket, this is one bracket, and this is one brackets, and there are many. All you call it as parenthesis. Of course, you have different terminology in English, say flower brackets and other stuff, but I don't want to go there in that subject. I'll just, parenthesis here in mathematics you call it as bracket, whether you have, because if you have two brackets in the question, so first this one, and second they give this one, and third they give again this one, so all you call it as parenthesis only. For this also you have a certain rule. This also you have a certain rule when you go to the higher classes. I'll change this classroom. I'll change this studio setup to other classroom, because this kind of disturbance we generally come across in our video session. So when the parenthesis first carry out operations in the parenthesis, then carry out multiplication and division. So as I told you, BODMAS. So first bracket problem you have to do it, then multiplication and division. After that you have to go with addition and subtraction. That is the correct format of doing problem. Hope even this is useful for the higher classes like 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and new admission students. You please follow even this video. Though it is 5th class, it is useful for all the classes, because minimum things are explained here. So first we will take this 60 divided by 12 minus 7 in bracket. So you just make it one value, that is you simplify first which are present in parenthesis, that is 12 minus 7. 12 minus 7 is 5. Now you do this 60 divided by 5. 60 divided by 5. 5 ones are 5. 1, this is 0. 5 twos are 10. So it becomes 12. This is the way you have to do it. Now come back to the next one. This is the value. We'll see. Here he has given minus into plus, but he has given this plus format in parenthesis. So first you do this parenthesis, then go with division or multiplication. Later on you think about addition and subtraction. First bracket, 3 plus 5 is how much? 8. Now second you have to do it addition or multiplication, whichever present in the question. So here you have multiplication, so do this first one. So 2 into 8 is 16. Now you go for it. 27 minus 16 is nothing but 11. 11 is your answer. So 11 is your answer. In that way you are going to do this. Here interestingly we have this one. Let's see. Find the value of 22 plus 10 divided by 8 into 5. What you people are going to do? First parenthesis, whatever the value given in the parenthesis, whatever the mathematical operation given in the parenthesis, first you should do that. So 12 plus 10. First you do that. 12 plus 10 how much? 32. Now division or multiplication. First you have division. So do this division. So 32 divided by 8. So 32 divided by 8. 8 4 times 32. So 4 is your quotient. 4. You did these two. Now what remains? Into 5. 4 5 times how much? 20. In this way you are going to do. Let's do. I'll just let's do. Let's do. Find the value of each of the following. There are 3 questions given. We'll see. Here he is just given all these things as a part of filling the blanks. You can understand it and you can do it, but anyway I'll just do it so that you can understand. First bracket, so you do this bracket. 36 plus 64, 164 becomes 100. 164 plus 36 becomes 200. So 76 plus 200, it becomes 276. Similarly here, in bracket given as 4 plus 8. So 60 copy as it is, divided by copy as it is, then 4 plus 8 is how much? 12. Now you divide 60 by 12. 12 5 times 60. So answer is 5. Very simple. Here in the C question, see this. Here you have parenthesis. So first do this. 18 divided by 6. How many times? I am doing directly. You also try it. Otherwise you do it by just drawing quotient, divisor, dividend, everything. 18 divided by 6, it comes how much? So first you write down 20 minus 2 into, first you do this. 6 3s are 18, so 3 is your quotient. Now into is there, so first you do this. You copy as it is 20, don't minus 20 minus 2, no, first you do this. 2 3 times 6, 20 minus 6, how much? 14. In that way you have to do it. These are all very simple and very important. Believe me, this is 22nd year of teaching experience. I have seen many students from 10th class, intermediate also. God knows how they come to intermediate, where they don't have this kind of minimum fundamental stuff, but they are just coming it. I don't want my mathematics students to go in that way. You people should do, right? First you should have a clarity of thought for each and every concept in mathematics. That's why you call it as mathman students. I'm telling you. Please follow that. Now, these are all things are given. We can do this. Though you have two same operations, first you have to conclude parenthesis value, then only you should do the next value. Okay, we'll do this first. 372 minus of, whenever bracket comes, don't tell me bracket open, close bracket, all that nonsense I don't want. I want, you should pronounce it here as off, OF off. As I told you, board mass, bracket off. Off means what? This, okay. So 372 minus off 45 minus 29. So off means automatically the parenthesis comes. So 372 minus 45 minus 29. So first you do the value which are present in parenthesis, that is 45 minus 29. 45 minus 29. Check it. 45 minus 29. 6, 1, 16. So here you should write down. First you copy this. I'll just show you how to do it. I'll just copy the question here. 372 minus of 45 minus 29. First you copy this as it is 372 minus, you do this, you get it as 16, and then you minus this, it becomes what? 372 minus 16. 372 minus 16, 6, 6, this is 5, that is 356, 356. This is your answer. Is it clear? So this is your first problem. Then coming to the next problem, that is B. B, 372. So he has given us 372 minus of 45. He has not given bracket. sorry, parenthesis he has not given. 372 minus 45 plus 29. So you just go from left to right. There are no multiplication and division. So no need to do anything first. Go order from left to right. So 372 minus 45. So 372 minus 45. So 12 minus 5 is 7. 6 minus 4 is 2. This is 3. So you have to do like this. These two you have to do. You get it as 327 plus 29. It becomes how much? Again you have to do 327, 29. How much it is? 16, 1, 5, 3. This is 356. In this way you have to do. Hope you people do even this and even this. I'll give this as homework, this as homework you can do. I'll explain two problems and you please try to do by your own. Most probably the tough problem I'll do it here and remaining you do it by your own. Let's see, as a part of homework. And then you take this homework for tomorrow or day after tomorrow. You take complete 3 to 4 days. Do something and show me daily. That is only my concern. Now come to this one. Find the value each of the following. The first one is 128 divided by 4 divided by 2. That is 128 divided by 4 divided by 2. So division. Both are division. So go straight. No problem. First you divide these two. You are going anyhow from left to right itself. Okay. So 4, 128. 4 3s are 12. 8 4 2s are 8. So it comes 32. So this is 32 divided by 2. It becomes 16. In this way you have to do. Don't do this thing after this, then this after this. Don't try to write down the steps in a row. No, you have to write down like this. And if you just draw a line and do the next problem to the other side, but don't drag this one question answer in single line. It is wrong practice. Similarly, suppose if I take D, 128 divided by 4 into 2. So here in this question, 128 divided parenthesis, that is of 4 into 2. So first you should do parenthesis 1. So next step is 128 divided by 4 2s are 8. Then next step is 8, 128. What 8 1s are 8, 4 8, 8 6s are 48. So it becomes 48. This is your answer. In that way you are going to do it. And then next we have a place here, we'll do it. Next one is I'll take I think you can do this, you can do even this also. You can do this, first you do these two because you have multiplication there. Okay, here first you do this, here first you do this into, then you do the next one. First this, second this. In this first you do this because you have division there. And in this first you do this, second you do this, and then you do the minus 1 third. Okay, let's do this and let's do this. Remaining you try to do it. So what is the rule? Parenthesis given here. How you are going to pronounce it? You are going to pronounce it as 35 divided of 10 minus 3 into 10. In that way you have to pronounce the problem. So first we will do parenthesis. You have to think it, I have written this question. The next step you have to do is 35 divided by 10 minus 3 10 minus 3, that is 7 into 10. Next, when division multiplication came, you go from left to right only. This is, now you do these two. 37 divided by 7. 7 5s are 35. So 5 into 10. It comes how much? 50. Okay, in that way you have to do it. Is it clear? Hope you people are doing, understanding rather. Let's do the next one. Here, this is parenthesis, this is parenthesis. First you do that parenthesis one. 13 plus 7 is 20 and 9 minus 4 is 5. Division is there, keep the division in between. Now simple, you divide 20 by 5 4 times, so answer is 4. Simple, you can do it. Understood? Hope you people are understanding these things. Now multiplication. This is very big topic, so I'll stop it here, otherwise it takes you into a confusion. I'll go into part 2 video. We can start this and we can finish it off. Up to page number 46 I did it. Okay, remaining things from here, multiplication of 4 digits. This is very simple, you know it. Okay, simply you can do it. If you want, I'll continue in this chapter itself and we can finish it off. Let's see. Oh, you have a word problem, so better. Even for the division also you have word problems. Okay, we'll continue into the next video. You please practice that and complete your homework. After showing your homeworks, then only I'll take part 2 of this video where I'm going to finish this chapter. Hope you people have understood this and do this. First you complete in your homework, show me the homework, and then again you start from question number 1 in your classwork and till page number what, 46 I think so, right? Where is that? Yes, 46. Up to 46 page number you do it in your classwork, including the homework problems. I want homework problems also be seen in your classwork book. Then only I am going to take the next part 2 video of this particular topic, particular chapter. Till then, do your work, stay safe and stay happy. Thank you.